Welcome to Angel KTV.
Hi guys! Welcome back to Angel TV. Today we're going to be talking about context clues. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So what exactly are context clues? Well, context clues are basically hints found within a sentence, paragraph, or even a passage that a reader can use to know or understand new unfamiliar words. Like, for example, there are actually different types of context clues, but in today's video, I'm going to be looking at some more, let's say, more ones to help you because they're more useful and more used, more of. So let's just get started with this video with the first type of context clues, which is inference clues. Now, these clues basically don't tell you anything concerning the unfamiliar words. So basically, they don't tell you anything, they don't give you a hint, an example. They just kind of make you figure it out on your own with ideas that you think it could be, or with things you already know about that particular passage or sentence or whatever you're reading. So, for example, you don't need to worry about talking to Mr. Fred. He is an affable principal, or the unfamiliar word is affable. But we already have hints, right? Because it says you don't need to worry about talking to Mr. Fred. And if it's something negative, then that means you would have to worry about talking to Mr. Fred, right? So affable probably has a more positive meaning to it because of the you don't need to worry about talking to Mr. Fred because he's an affable principal. So in other words, Mr. Fred is friendly because a synonym of affable is friendly. So Mr. Fred is a friendly teacher and you don't need to worry about talking to him. Okay, so next example. My team will win the game because we are determined to do our best. So what we already know from here is that they want to win the game because they're determined to do their best. So in other words, determination, you are determined to do something, you're determined to get something because you want to get it, and you basically know you're going to get it. So maybe from all the practice, you know it has something positive to it, right? So determination is something you want to get. So they're going to do their best in order to win the game. All right, let's move on to the next type of context clues, which is definition or description context clues. Now, this is basically when you or when the reader, or more of the writer actually, yeah, more of the writer tells you the definition of the unknown or the unfamiliar word. So, for example, the doctor's handwriting was illegible. No one could read those scribbles. So you already know illegible. We don't know what that word means. It's the unfamiliar word in this case. But they already gave us the definition by saying no one could read those scribbles. And scribbles, you probably already know what that means when you scribble on your notebook or scribble on your piece of paper or something. It's kind of like when you just, let's say you make a mistake, so you just scribble all over it. So that's already the definition of what illegible means. So I'm going to give you guys another example to make things even more clear. My friend is sometimes hasty when it comes to doing his homework. He does it too quickly and it's careless. So here they already gave us the definition of hasty because he does it quickly and it's careless of him to do things that quickly, especially when it comes to doing his homework. Have you ever probably heard your mom say, hasten up so you can go meet the bus on time? Have you ever heard your mom or even any of your parents say that? So that's basically the definition of hasty. It means very quick or quickly. Okay, so let's move over to the next context clues, which is example clues. So basically here is when the writer actually kind of gives you an example already in order to make you understand the unfamiliar word more. Like, for example, the decor, including the fancy lights, beautiful paintings, and furniture, made the house look stunning. So, decor. We already know it has something to do with fancy lights, beautiful painting, and furniture. So you're probably even thinking it kind of reminds of decoration, right? Decor, decoration. Well, that is technically it. Decors are decoration. When you put a decor there, it can be paintings, lights, lamps, whatever it is to make your house look beautiful. I guess that's just a fancy word for decoration. Has more examples of example clues like amphibious animals including frog, toads, and salamanders can live both on water and on land. So amphibious, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that word. It's an unfamiliar word to you. They basically just gave you an example of amphibious animals. They are frogs, toads, and salamanders. There are other amphibious animals too, but these ones are the ones that actually can live in water and on land. What the next type of context clues is antonyms. So basically, this is when the writer uses the opposite meaning of a word in order to make the reader understand it more. So, for example, my sister is compassionate, but sometimes she can be mean. So the word mean there, and obviously compassionate is the unfamiliar word there, but the word mean is a more let's say more used word, and definitely much easier for anybody to understand. If somebody's mean, they're unkind. So if somebody's mean, and we're talking about antonyms here, that means compassionate has to be in a positive side of somebody being mean. So that's basically how you can use antonyms in order to understand new unfamiliar words. Like for other examples, the feral cat wouldn't let us pet him, unlike our friendly cats. We already know somebody that's friendly, then that person is kind. So feral is definitely the opposite of friendly. So that is another example of context clues being used in antonyms. Okay, so for the next and final one is basically synonyms. And synonyms are words that have similar meaning. So how the writer does this is the writer basically puts a similar word with the unknown word so people can understand it more. And normally, the similar word of the unknown word is much easier to understand. So, for example, I was astonished and amazed when I won free tickets to the concert. So, we obviously probably don't know what astonished means, but amazed basically means when you're surprised, you're shocked, and you're flabbergasted, basically. So that means astonished is the synonym of being amazed. So, and we obviously know what amazed is. So that will kind of help us know what astonished means. Let me give you guys more examples. And we have littering is an infraction and violation of the law. Then again, we have the and in between the unfamiliar word and the synonym. So infraction, we don't know what that means, and violation. We know when you violate something, right? You break the law, or you're breaking the law basically. So is a violation to the law. So you basically broke the law. So infraction is a synonym of violation. And yeah, I hope you guys understand that. And that is basically it for the video. But there is a tip I will give you guys now to help you guys basically understand it more, because this will actually help you. And it's basically a tip on how to remember it by using the word idea. So you can obviously guess. I is for inference, D is for definition or description, E is for examples, A is for antonyms, and S is for synonyms. Spelling out the whole word idea. So I hope you guys will find that useful, and that is basically the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time in my next video. Bye, family.